everyone. Welcome to Black Girl Joy. I am your host, Nicole Celine, and in these episodes, we will feature authors. Our first author today will be Mrs. Jahcee Singletary, author of Mommy Chronicles, and Ms. Jana Hicks, her publisher. Mommy Chronicles is a wonderful, funny, and insightful book about motherhood. And I hope you enjoy the stories and the tales that we are about to talk about today. Ladies, welcome in. Welcome to Black Girl Joy. Thank you for taking the time out to do this interview with me. I truly appreciate it.
In time.
So how are you? How are the girls?
I'm doing good. They're doing good. It was a great day in school today. I have a chronicles for today.
Oh, we okay. We look forward to hearing that one. Jenna, how was your day today?
It was good. Stepped out a little bit earlier, but I'm good.
Awesome. Well, ladies, thank you. Um, as I said in the beginning, I did the pre-recording introducing you both. So please introduce the audience and let them know who you are.
Hello, I am Jahcee. I am an author. I am a singer. I am a mommy of two beautiful girls. I'm married to my wonderful husband Terrence, and
Yay.
I wrote a book on Mommy Chronicles, and yeah, I'm just excited to be on this recording today.
Awesome. And Jana, do you want to just say hello?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Jana Hicks, and I had the privilege of being the publisher of Mommy Chronicles, and it was such an honor, and it's always a pleasant thing to really work with Jossie.
Awesome. So Jossie, tell me a little bit of what inspired you to do Mommy Chronicles.
Okay, so how it all started was so I had already had Marshall, who is my oldest, and I had just had Riley, and I was trying to, navigate being a first-time mom of two girls, and I started writing out um just little things that was happening. So my very first chronicle was um Riley had just woke up and she pooped, but she the poop was so loud that it woke everybody up. And
Mm.
I was just like, okay, so today's gonna be a good day. And that's how it all started. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just write these little things down. I went to I had to do a gig. I'm a singer, so I had to do a gig in another state, and my husband came with me, and he was just like, hey babe, do you have all the bags? And I'm like, yeah, I got all the bags. I looked in the trunk of the car. I'm like, yeah, it's there. So I didn't do a thorough check.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't until we got halfway. We were like 10 minutes away from the location, and I was like, oh, I need to change the baby's pamper. We need to pull over to change the baby's pamper. And
That
I started
famous
going in the trunk of the
pullover.
car, and I'm like, uh the baby bag's not here. And Terrence was looking at me like, he was like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, the baby bag is not here. I thought it was here. We gotta go to the store because I need a pamper to change the baby's pamper. So
Wow.
so that in that incident happening, I just made it a thing where I was like, let me just write this stuff down. And
Mm-hmm.
then people started I would write them down on Facebook, and people started responding to them and encouraging me to keep going. And it came to a point where Jana, she hit me up and she was like, so this is a book, right? And I was like, okay.
So that was what made you want to make. So is that what made you want to make it into a book at that particular time?
Yeah, at that particular time was when the book was even a thought. So in the beginning, I wasn't even thinking about trying to write no book or anything. I was just expressing my feelings, my thoughts, on Facebook, because I had moments where I had to experience grieving, while having two kids, and still trying to show them the emotion, but not lose myself in the grieving process.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that with Jana hitting me up, it was like, okay, this can happen. Okay.
So basically, she was the one who helped you along the way
Oh yeah.
as this book was coming about.
Yes.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
And did you start documenting this even for the your first, or was it after your second?
So it was after my second. My first,
Mm.
I had my first. So I had my chronicles in my head,
Mm-hmm.
of my experience when I had her, but it didn't. I didn't start writing them down until I had Riley, because it was almost like I was reliving some things that I I experienced with Marshall with Riley. So it was like, oh, okay, I could do this. I can just make it a general type thing, because I've experienced it with both of them.
Right, right. Do you feel that writing it um helped you grow more with the girls and be able to see the differences? Because are there differences with the girls?
Oh yes. So it was like therapy for me, because it was like, okay, if I write this down, maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe there's somebody else that's gone through this, or there's somebody that's gonna say something that's gonna make me feel better, or make me feel like, okay, I'm not in like the twilight zone. um, but I learned that Marshall, she is more of an outgoing person. So
Mm-hmm.
she speaks to everybody. She also experienced, going to church. So she knows what it's like to be in church and be around people and all that stuff. Riley, on the other hand, she was born 4 months before the pandemic hit. So she's never experienced church in the sense of being in a building,
Mm.
and being around a lot of people. So she's
Mm-hmm.
more reserved,
Mm-hmm.
and as she's not as easygoing as Marshall. So it takes work for Riley. And I feel like she's like Marshall on steroids. So there are some things that Marshall wasn't doing at her age
Mm-hmm.
that she's already accomplished and is soaring. Um, like she's speaking in full sentences, and she's not even two yet.
Wow. Wow. So the environment and the situations help to shape her differently or just as well as her big sister.
Right, right. So with COVID being a present right now, she's learned everything from Marshall.
Mm.
Whereas, normally you have, kids that they're playing with each other, they have play dates and, all that stuff. Marshall has been her only friend.
Right. Right. Mar- Marshall is the big sister. Big sister has to show her all around. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a big sister, there was no COVID back then when we were growing up.
Right.
But there just was, it was a whole nother ball game. But okay, all right, but nice. So, like, what inspires you to continue to write Mommy Chronicles? Like, what is it everything that they do, their changes? Because we all know that children, they grow in stages and they
Mhm.
experience things at different times.
Mhm.
So what inspires you to continue writing, and who is this? I don't know if I want to say who is this for, but I feel because it's for all the moms,
Mhm.
even those who have adopted children, and that they should know and have some funny moments, because it
Mm-hmm.
definitely has funny moments in
Mm-hmm.
there
Yeah.
that allows you to remember to laugh, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you got to remember to laugh. You
Right.
got to laugh at some of the stuff.
Right. So I think that with so I've experienced two miscarriages,
Mm,
literally one before each of my daughters. So I wanted to make sure that I reached those moms out there that have
mm-hmm.
experienced miscarriages, and feel like that it's they're not able to, it's not going to happen, it's never going to happen. That's not true. It is a possibility for you to be able to still conceive. All you got to do is trust and believe that God will do what he says he will do. And then um I've written it for foster moms, like you said. My husband and I, we both were adopted,
Mm,
and so I'm like, okay, how can I pour into those that are either interested in fostering or interested in adopting? Just knowing that even though you may not be able to physically have a child, you can have a child, because there are so many children in the foster care system that do not have someone that's willing to look after them.
right.
So for them, I'm writing this book for, I wrote the book for first time moms, because it's as simple as, don't buy a whole bunch of bottles in the very beginning, because the
Yes.
baby might not like the bottle, you
Yes,
know.
exactly.
um
Or the nipple.
right, so don't even put that on the registry. Like, just when the baby's born, we figure it out.
Right.
um so, and then it's even for the mom that has 4 or 5 kids, and they understand, okay, I gotta multitask, I gotta, just because one kid. So, like, for instance, Marshall, she only eats like peanut butter and jelly, and she's a breakfast kid, so she can eat breakfast all day every day.
Mm, that's my
Whereas
kind of kid. That's me.
where whereas Riley will eat anything you put in front of her.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so they're two different kids. And understanding that as a mom, if you have more than one, that you definitely have to be intentional about each kid and not treat them like they're the same person.
And that's very true. It's definitely important to understand that you must be intentional in understanding each and every child,
Mhm.
because it makes a difference. Their
Mhm.
love languages are different.
Mhm.
They perceive things differently.
Mhm.
The older child may see it one way and the younger child may see it another way.
Right.
So that's good. And the thing is, what I love most too, also in the book, it's, you have your funny moments.
Mhm.
Do you remember, can you, off the top, do you remember something that was funny with your girls, or one of them?
Um. So I so Marshall, when she was I think she was a little over 1, and she was in her crib, and it was at the moment, where most kids are, where they're being very, very adventurous,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to climb out of the crib.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I'm literally staring at her. So I have a video. I made
uh
sure I recorded. I record like almost everything, because it's like sometimes, yeah, people aren't going to believe you until you show them a video.
True,
Um,
very true.
so so she was literally, had her leg dangling on top of the crib, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'll get out." And I'm like, "No, you can't get out. You're in the crib for a reason. So you can't get out." And she's begging, "I want to get out." Man, she got the leg on top of the crib leg, and she's like, "I want to get out." And all of a sudden, she puts her other leg, so now she has both of her legs on the crib, looking at me like, "Are you gonna help me?" And I'm like, "No, I told you stay inside the crib. Like, what are you doing?" And then she was even bolder. to put her to so she had both of her legs now hanging off of the arm of the crib, and she goes, "Help, help, help." So I'm like,
Kids are amazing.
okay, I'm gonna help you now.
Yeah, now, right?
Yes, yes.
Kids are real interesting. So, where do you see where do you see Mommy Chronicles evolving, or what do you see it evolving into? Maybe dad's point of view, maybe I don't even know, grandma's point of view, or
Um,
just another, or teenage
yes,
years, teenage years chronicles. That'll be interesting.
Hmm.
yes. So it's definitely going to grow with them. So right now, so in the beginning, it's raising an infant and a toddler, and now the next book that we're working on is a school age kid
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and a toddler, and we're gonna grow into teenager adulthood, because being a mom is 24/7 for the rest of my life until I take my last breath, so I don't have a choice. So until I can't chronicle anything else, I will be chronicling, and everyone will know what's going on with my kids.
So the kids in their lives will be out there for
Yes,
all of us to read,
yes,
laugh, and enjoy.
yes,
Awesome.
yes.
Very good. Will there, do you think you'd do a one from dad's point of view?
Yes. So in my second book, my husband is definitely going to be a part of the book. So be on the lookout for his chronicles. And we're trying to get his point of view of what it's been like to have me as a mom of his kids. And he's had his moments where he'd be looking at me like, Jahcee, like I think something ain't right. I'm like, everything is fine, everything is in order. And he's like, no, no, we gotta figure this out because it's not making sense.
Awesome. Very good. And so where could they purchase your book? Um, is it on any platforms, on Amazon or?
Yes. Yes, it's on Amazon.com under Mommy Chronicles. The author, how you spell my name is Jahcee, Jahcee Singletary, and you'll be able to get it. You can either get paperback or you can get it on your Kindle.
Awesome. Very good. Now, I have one more question. So, can you tell us the origin of your name?
So the origin of my name is my name is Jocelyn, but I use my nickname. Everybody has always called me Jahcee, and the specific spelling of the name, it means Jehovah sees.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And my dad, we was sitting down and we was trying to figure out how to create an artist name, because I am a singer, and
And an
that's
author now.
yes, and now an author. Yes. So that's how that all came about. My nickname was always Jahcee, but we just changed the spelling of how it's spelled.
Well, very nice. Well, that's a beautiful name and it has
Thank
a beautiful
you.
meaning to it. Very
Thank
It
nice.
you.
does. Hmm.
Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for coming in today
No
for Black
problem.
Girl Joy. I have enjoyed your stories and I look forward to more stories.
Yay!
Being a mom of one, I've only got that one story.
That's okay. It's still a story.
Yes,
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 it sure
yes.
enough is. Children are a blessing, and they are wonderful, and they
Hmm.
really can show you a different part of life, most
Mhm.
Hmm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I thank you, ladies, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you once again for coming in for Black Girl Joy,
Thank
and
you.
Thank
I
you.
hope to see you again for the second book.
Yay!
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. So thanks again and have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Chronicles, and I hope you will come back again soon. Stay tuned for our next author, who will be Miss Jana Hicks, author of Articles for Life, where you will find wisdom, encouragement, and hope. Once again, my name is Nicole Celine, and I am the host of Black Girl Joy.
Have a wonderful and blessed day.